Hello again, everyone, and welcome back to baseball here on youtube.com/ShaunosaurusRex. We're inside MLB The Show 25, playing through a full season with the Seattle Mariners. New games post every day that the Mariners play in real life at 6 p.m. Pacific time right here on the channel. Tomorrow is an off day for us, so we'll have some off-day content. What is it? Who knows? You'll have to tune in to find out. Subscribe and ring the bell. You'll be notified when I post new videos. Today, Hunter Brown is on the bump for the Astros. As the Mariners, we are looking for a sweep. Hunter Brown, though, 0-1 with a 9.35 ERA. As the Houston Astros 4-7 take a, I don't know why I'm saying that so much. Brian Wu is on the mound for us, no record, but a 4.22 ERA. We're 8-4. We are currently in first place. The Angels started out 6-0, I believe, but they have fallen off a little bit. They are now 6-4. The Rangers are the next team that we will start playing on Friday. They are 6-6. Let's jump into today's game. Play full game. Go with that. Go a little Alt 2 because I love it. It's a Wednesday. Okay, never mind. I was thinking we could do like a Throwback Thursday, but it's a Wednesday. Oh boy. All right, we're gonna need to make some changes to the lineup here. We could probably DH one of these guys who are pretty tired. It's a right-handed pitcher, so I think do I DH? We could probably go with this lineup, honestly, and just say, like, you get tomorrow off. Raleigh's the only guy that I'm concerned with. Solano over at third, but he's hot. I don't want to take a hot guy off the thing. Let's see what happens. Donovan Solano looked a little sluggish in their last game. You might want to give him the day off. You know what? Skip it. Not handling right-handed pitching very well. I don't really have extra players. I think we need to bolster our bench up a little bit. I think actually left field would be okay, but we'll see. Oh, I feel like we have not gotten this intro.
Welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Have I not? I probably haven't been saying it. That's on me.
The Houston Astros taking on the Seattle Mariners.
Have we? I'm confused. Have we not been having the regular thing? Whatever. Game storylines for today. Broom's out. Mariners are seeking a 3-game sweep of the Houston Astros. Hunter Brown's looking to to turn around after a rough patch. Yander Diaz is hitting .360 over the last 6 games. Logan Gilbert had a big game on the mound yesterday in our win. Austin Shenton shined in the win yesterday as well. The starting pitching for the Astros in the last 4 games. 22.9 innings pitched, a 1.99 ERA, 17 strikeouts. And then we're averaging 6.3 runs a game with a 3.07 average and 7 home runs over our last 4. League news, the Blue Jays win in extra innings versus the Red Sox. Diamondbacks win their 7th straight game. Carlos Correa breaks out of a 1-for-18 slump with a couple of hits versus the Royals, and the Athletics send first baseman Tyler Soderstrom to the 10-day IL. There is a look at the farm report. Not great. There's a top 6 prospects. That's what I'm trying to think of.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
Well, now we're not getting a lot of those Northwest. Is it more of the show theme? Is that the problem?
So just about set.
I guess problem is
Brian Wu. Chris is up 3 ERA for him a year ago.
Game 13.
When your numbers are coming in under 3 as a starting pitcher that's going out there every 4th or 5th day, taking the ball, competing against really good big league hitters. It's extremely impressive.
I will have to watch the highlights just as like a little peek behind the curtain. I'm recording this a little bit before it's supposed to actually go up. I should have enough time to get this up correctly.
Really good in this one today.
Fought off foul.
That was loud. That is a start that you don't want. I was going to record last night, but then talked to my mom for a little bit, so.
On the ground, and that chance handled.
Oof, Polanco. Reloaded the throw and everything. Thought we were going to get bailed out, but that's okay.
It's a perfect slider down and away. I mean, right there, he just put the ball in play on the ground.
Here we go.
And gave it his all to get down to first.
All right, here we go.
Jeremy Pena stands
let me pull up. I'm going to pull up at the risk of crashing everything. Game 12, let's say. Oh, yeah, that's the show theme. So we'll be getting a lot more of that show theme, I guess. Is the other one? That looks like show.
Slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
down the inside corner.
Chef's kiss. Love that location right there. Appreciative of it. It must default to the show, the like regular show thing rather than in previous games. It seemed like it defaulted to the local, and then would go.
Swing and a miss.
On special occasions, it would go to the
man at first, one away.
The like national.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Rosarena makes the play, and there's 2 down.
There we go. That's a big out against the Rosarena. I like that we were able to get, as we take a look at Houston.
They're facing a guy today who is a strike thrower. Doesn't issue a lot of walks, so they're going to have to work hard to generate base runners.
Righty, lefty.
And when you've got a strike thrower,
they only have the 2 lefties in the lineup. They must just not. They only have the one. I'm surprised that we are not seeing Taylor Trammell and Victor Caratini in the starting lineup. Just to give yourself those extra advantage at bats.
And you get 3 swings. Why not take all 3 of them?
It's a big at bat, and thankfully we're able to get
the pitch.
Alvarez out. But it does continue our streak of not really being able to get double plays.
And there's a rocket.
That was a really, really bad.
Out to a board. The relay throw.
Okay. We're good. We got to settle down here. This is why we need those double plays. That was a really bad fastball.
But all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And he boots it.
Get there. Okay. Okay. So the base hit that Polanco couldn't quite field doesn't come back to bite us. We're okay.
Gets to go to work for the first time. We've got no score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show.
Those slow death innings are just miserable for us. We can't be just getting 1 out at a time. We need those double plays to help quicken things up. We can't let the game fart around. The game, I don't think these games like giving you the sweeps. I think they like artificially ratchet up the difficulty. But we've already won the series, so it's not a big deal.
Every time he takes the mound. So, good season last year.
The one thing that we do need to keep in mind here as we work through game number 3 is we have struggled against their starting pitching. Once we've gotten into the bullpen, that's when it's felt like we've been able to do a little more damage. I think we got to the starter in the last game, but it still took a while.
Swing and a liner foul off.
So we need to... Ooh, got me. Damn it. We need to just keep calm and keep moving on. 98, 4-seam at 98, a sinker at 97, a cutter at 95. Circle change at 90 to 12-6 curve at 85. That's out.
The first offering is not close. Solano with some impressive production lately.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
Just late, okay.
One down, base is empty. And
that's outside. Okay, there we go. 9th in the AL wildcard. We do want to try and push them further down so they're not a problem for us later in the season. But I like this at bat here. 3-1 count, the only swings at a pitch in the zone. Got me with a cutter. Got me with a cutter.
He's dealing with a great 2-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
Oh, okay. I thought the shortstop would be able to get that, and when I saw him move to our right, his left, it threw me off.
That's a good job right there.
But hey, with 2 strikes, that's good stuff. That's what we want.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez. 2 for 7 in the series so far. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
That's fine.
Rodriguez with another scorching run of play lately.
They said that in yesterday's game as well.
The 0-1.
We've gotten used to seeing him put
Thank you for the check swing. I appreciate it.
Throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch him.
Out front.
Dang it, we were on it. Darn it. That is unfortunate. The timing just a little off. We had good PCI there. Okay, hey, way to foul it off.
And they'll do it again.
Way to foul it back.
Solano at first, one gone.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes.
That's not good.
Paredes. Quick feed to second for one.
Should be enough. Okay, all right. Hey, way to beat it out, Julio. It's not a great swing. Darn it. But that's okay. It's okay.
Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners.
Very early.
Squirts
it's a good
away
take.
A little bit.
We're back.
2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Foul ball.
Cutter's giving me a little trouble. It has a little more movement. 1-1 count here. That's outside.
Offering is outside.
Never a strike.
That clips the corner.
Okay. That's fine. That's fine. That makes that Julio swing at it a little bit, look a little bit nicer. So you want to go outside? Okay. Way to at least get a piece of it. I think we were early on that contact swing. Yeah.
In the air, right field.
Got absolutely jammed there. Just late, popped it way up.
Mariners leave 1.
That's okay.
Scoreless after 1. And we're back. Here's the third baseman, Isaac Paredes. Paredes goes 5 feet 11 inches, 26 years old, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. That one finds the zone.
Hold that a little left. Overthought it a bit.
Ouch, that one drilled him. Still able to get it there.
That's a huge break for us. Score that play a 1-6-3.
You can really see him favoring the leg. That's his plant leg, which might be a concern.
Let's see how this goes. We didn't get the immediate notification where like it pans to like a stadium view or whatever, and then it pops up like so-and-so's not going to be able to go. That's a huge break for us. Those are usually the kinds of plays that happen against us and not always for us. Thankfully, he's still able to go.
There's a strike at the knees, and it's 0-1. He swings and fouls one off. No score here in the second.
Okay, staying alive.
Foul ball left side, he'll see another.
Darn. Wanted to try and speed it up a little bit. I was hoping swing and miss. He'd be too late on it.
Just missed.
It's a good eye. We're all outside here.
2 strikes.
Ground ball.
Polanco did not get a good read on that.
So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Or not a good jump, I should say. That's a pretty frustrating at bat for us to lose because that slider was in a horrible location.
Nicely done to beat the odds. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
Check swing, and he went.
It was a strike anyway.
Foul ball there. And that's a little bit high. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on.
I'm happy that we got the strikeout. I would love to turn more double plays.
And the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone. And as a hitter, that can be pretty
slider,
frustrating
sinker,
because you don't
four
expect
seam.
the
That was
pitcher
just kind of
to be able to
a
make quality pitches
mess with
one
them.
after another like
Circle
that.
change.
So
It wasn't a very good
spots did
pitch.
damage in a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
And here is Jake Myers. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field.
Okay. There's an out.
Puts it away.
Let's go.
And that'll do it. One left for Houston.
So we give up one more hit, but that's okay.
No score.
A little bummed that it was that hit, but it's fine.
We head to the bottom of the second, and here's the first baseman, Luke Raley. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
That's outside.
Outside.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
No doubt. Let's go. Luke Raley, solo shot. Let's go. I'm a little surprised. He went to the low spot every time. That's where you would probably want to try to sneak one by me up high. Probably would get a pop out or a really bad swing. But instead, left it right where I was looking, and bam, 1-0.
And he absolutely tattooed it.
Circle change.
Went deep in the ball game last night.
I like that take right there. We're probably not going to do a whole lot with it.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Late swing, fouled off.
Sinker was left way up in the zone.
Yeah, that skips into there.
Fouled it off.
Nobody on.
Those are a couple of hittable pitches there. Pitches 2 and 4. He's doing the opposite here with Arozarena that he did with Raley's in this spot.
Get that front foot down.
Okay. Hey, rip it right back up. I'm a little surprised that he's there's something that's like extra tricky about when you see 3 or 4 pitches in the same spot. You're like, there's no way. They're not going to do the next one. They're not going to do the next one.
That's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with it.
That's good stuff. Good stuff for us.
Yeah, the batter now, Austin Shenton.
Does he go back low? Bad check swing. Sorry, Shenton. It's actually been batting pretty well with a 290. We were late on a sinker.
Line drive caught.
That's a big.
Altuve kind of bailed us out there by actually catching that ball instead of.
Most importantly, he kept the runner out of scoring position.
Instead of turning a double play there. Okay. Inning. Okay, it's only 1 away. We're good. That's inside.
He never moved.
No problem.
Because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Swing and a miss.
Didn't see it well enough at all. Too late. Might have actually been a good one. Let's check where that PCI was, because it could have been actually like a pretty bad pop-up. Yeah, it was actually going to be a real bad pop-up, so beneficial.
Looks juicy, and by the time you swing, it's almost in the catcher's mitt.
Center field. And there's 2 away.
Batting 9, the shortstop.
J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit. 2 for 8 in the series so far. And a fastball misses outside for a ball. And that's ball 1. On the ground right side.
We were on top of it. Darn it.
That'll do it.
Damn it. I wanted to see if we could do a little bit more damage. We were kind of under one. We were kind of on top of another. But Raley gets us on the board 1-zip, and that's what we like to see.
Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling.
Oof. Well, those top 2 games are us. I hope we get more of those last 10 games throughout the season, so we just get kind of a better. Nicely done. Hey, Solano, hell yeah.
But you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Great play at third base.
Pena. Time, and that's strike one.
Pretty ugly slider. I hate it. Here we go. Here we go. We can go kind of right in the same spot. This was not a good pitch. Wow. That was a worse pitch. It was never a strike. It wasn't like it had good ride through the zone or anything. It was just, it was up the whole way.
You can really expand the zone and see how
it was right over the heart of the plate.
Trying to protect and battle, and right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Here's Yordan Alvarez. And a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. 2 out, space is empty.
Oh boy. Ooh, boy.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Okay.
Foul ball, still 0-2.
Everything, we've been pitched him away the whole time. We try and sneak a fastball inside.
Nobody on.
He went. Okay.
It's a strikeout.
That's big. We get the 2 big hitters of the inning, Altuve and Alvarez. We'll get them out. It's a nice play at third base. It's a good strikeout on Alvarez there. And we will head to the bottom of the third with a 1-0 lead as we take a look at some news and notes. I actually talked about that, so we're all good.
Swing and a ball
Drop.
Lifted in the air.
Drop. Okay. Hey, let's take a base hit. Here we go. Here we go, M's. Let's go.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So, pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Donovan Solano now at the plate.
Ooh, no. The throw pulls him off the bag, but that was a better piece of contact than we got in the last one, and it was an out. Should have been 2. Damn. That is horrible.
That one back up the middle, and it gets
They don't have a lot of speed with Solano.
They get it in quickly. So first and second
But
now.
okay, we're starting to see where he wants to go, starting to see what he wants to do.
But he put a great swing on it, right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
So now it's the Mariner cleanup hitter, Cal Raleigh, flied to right his first time. Breaking ball through there for a
that's
strike.
fine. Haven't really seen the breaking ball. It's his 5th best pitch. I don't think we're going to really want to worry about that.
1-1.
Go back.
In the dirt.
It's going to be really tricky for us to advance. Ball's going to have to get all the way to the backstop, and even then I think it could be tight.
And it finds its way through for a hit.
Stay. Not a terrible throw. I just don't love the speed.
But the bases are loaded now.
The first baseman.
Now, Luke Raley. Golden opportunity right here. Just
outside.
the outside edge.
All right.
Well,
Here we go.
Eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
That one is absolutely belted. And it one-hops the wall. Raleigh rounds third.
Is it going to be close? Let's go! 3-run double. Let's go, Luke Raley. Luke Raley, 2 for 2, 1 home run, a solo shot, and 3 runs knocked in on a double. Hell yes. 4-0 Mariners. Let's go.
Now the left fielder, Randy Arozarena.
I'm shocked. Look at where that ball was.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Coming home.
Should be good. Should be good. Nice job, Arozarena. Let's go.
Up to 5. 1 gone, runner at first. And stepping in for the Mariners, Austin Shenton. 0 for 1 so far.
Hold. Everybody hold. Oop. Everybody hold. We have an open due on the desk. Oop. Bad swing.
First offering is
Real bad
fouled
swing.
off.
Should not have swung
Well,
at that.
a really rough inning out there on the mound, and this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability.
A little too
to
aggressive there.
and keep pressing forward.
Strike.
Okay. We need to step out. What happened?
Double play opportunity here.
Neither of those pitches were anywhere near the zone.
Right there, swinging
We
at
need to
that
let
pitch,
those
that's
go.
a no-no.
Too excited.
Rudder takes off.
Oh, boy.
Pitch misses inside. Throw to second. And
That was horrible. That was a late decision on my part. A really bad send. Everything about it was a
One
disaster.
of the elite arms in the league. Man, that runner had a big lead at first base. You usually don't
We were so late. It was like we were trying to run him out on purpose.
hot shot to first base.
So it didn't
and he
really
snags
matter
it
in the
to
end,
him.
but
So it's
terrible-
4 runs for him on 5 hits.
terrible send.
No errors, no one left. On to
Well,
inning
no,
number
because that only
4.
would have been 2
It's the
outs.
M's 5,
Or no, was
and
that
the
3? I
Astros
was saying it was
nothing.
3. Well, no, because shit, no, it was a bad send. Because it would have been 1 on, 2 out.
And welcome back to the ballpark.
That's okay.
And
That's
now
okay.
it's Christian Walker.
Number 8, Christian.
I was trying to avoid the double play because I assumed that I was going to swing at something bad, and then the pitch was not
Here's
great.
something cool, Boo. When they finished building
But I
T-Mobile
definitely
Park
needed to
back
try
in
and hit R1 and
1999,
send
they
him back.
actually opened it up in the middle of the season. I remember as a rookie with the Chicago White Sox, we opened the season.
But we get a big 4-run inning,
and
so
then when we
that's
came back
fine.
later in the year, we were playing at T-Mobile Park. It's a beautiful place, great scenery from center field, and I always enjoyed playing here.
That did not go where I wanted it to go.
Slides, but it gets by him.
Three straight fastballs, pretty poor decision on my part.
Yainer Diaz up next for the Astros. And a strike in there.
But I was also trying to throw it in a weird spot, hoped he would swing through it. We kind of got what I was looking for, which was like a ball on the ground, but Solano, who did make a great play earlier, just couldn't quite get to it. Not really sure why it gave me Polanco, but
Drops into the glove, and there's one down. And now here is Isaac Paredes. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. Liner snapped it first.
what a double play, Raley! Let's go! He's a maniac today. 4 ribbies, a double play. Holy moly! Luke Raley is absolutely the player of the game. 140%.
Welcome back.
Now,
And they turn
Lance
to a
McCullers
draw as we
Jr. is
kick
gonna
off
come
the
in,
bottom of the fourth.
And
Lance
he has
McCullers
stats
Jr.
from
He's got a
2022.
wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
And now for Seattle, Jorge Polanco.
Slider at 88, a knuckle curve at 85, a sinker at 95, a circle change at 89, and a cutter at 91.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, these Mariners doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. And here's a stat for you, Boo.
Darn.
They're making contact with more than
Darn, we were just
85%
late.
of the pitches that they're swinging
We were a
at.
little under it
It's pretty special
regardless, but
stuff. Not so
timing
good
could have
if
been a
you're
little
out there
better.
on the mound.
The batter, number 3, shortstop.
And up next for Seattle, J.P. Crawford.
Ooh,
Swing and
boy,
a
sorry,
miss.
Crawford.
Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
There we go. Hey, follow up a terrible swing with a pretty good one. Get a single. Let's go.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that.
Now
Just a
batting,
solid
right
swing
fielder,
right there.
Victor
Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield
Robles.
for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Back to the top of the Seattle order. Here's the Mariners leadoff man, Victor Robles. 1 for 2. And that drops
That's a
in
fine
for
take.
strike.
Slider. Doubt that's where he wanted it, but
Crawford stands at first with 1 out.
oh
Just
boy,
to third,
that's a double play.
Paredes. Over to Altuve.
That's
And
a
it's double play to end the inning.
oh, it's a horrible swing on a
No
cutter
runs,
outside.
1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We're headed to the 5th. It's the M's 5 and the Astros nothing.
Okay, so a couple of frustrating endings to the innings there. The bad send with the Rosarina.
And struggles
But
at the
we're
plate
fine.
in this series as we take a look at the numbers.
Hey, we've done a great job of keeping them quiet. They are averaging under 1 run a game with a 190 average. For only 4 extra base hits, they have only a couple of runs batted in and just the single home run. So bad for Houston, very good for us.
And immediately pumps in a
Now,
strike
we were
to
in a good
left-handed
position
hitter.
against San
He's looking great
Francisco
so far.
not too long ago where things kind of
Pitches are
unraveled.
strikes. He
So
might be able to go the
let's
distance if he
be
keeps this up.
Swing and a miss,
nice and
that's
attentive
strike
here.
2.
0-2 is the count.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Raley takes it to the bag, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball.
Braley with another put out on defense.
And first
We
off,
haven't
Ring
seen
is
that like
fouled
turn
off.
2
He's
graphic
one of
too
those
much here
Dave
at home
McCarty,
for us.
Mark
And of course, one of them that we
Ricky
get is one of the
Henderson
wilder
types
ones that
to
you'll
the
see.
left. Pat right.
You make
You
a
got
note
kind of a
those
nice
guys 'cause it's just
animation off of it
different.
as well.
Man, you're left-handed, but you hit right-handed.
That misses the
It's a good
zone.
eye. It's a good eye.
Ball and 2 strikes.
Could see what I was doing.
Here's a swing and a line drive and a base hit into right field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Okay. I don't think that slider, yeah, it was not where I wanted it to be.
Myers. Check swing, called strike. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly
Ooh,
and
Polanco.
get 1 out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Not in
No
time. He's safe.
way!
Back-to-back singles. Really nice job staying up the middle.
God
with his
dang it.
approach. You didn't try to do.
Okay, I said it before the inning started. They have a lot of righties, so we'd probably just want to work with them. Santos and Brash are
Too
fine.
much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
But we don't want that. We don't want them to do that. We want them to be out of this game and stay out of this game.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. He can either strike this guy out or get a ground ball double play.
Popped up. Polanco brings it in, and there's 2 down.
Obviously, it wasn't going to go, but you never know. Now, I think this is a very important at-bat here. We cannot leave runners on with Yordan Alvarez. It honestly would be worth bringing up a lefty. I doubt that his stats are all that different. Oh, yeah. Lefty's a 99 contact with a power 75 or 99 power with an 82 contact.
Pena.
Shortstop,
But we're not going to need to worry about it.
Pena.
Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
We're going to get a nice strikeout right here.
Hit
Nope.
the air
Wasn't a
out to
strikeout,
center
but I'll
field.
take it.
Rodriguez
I need to do a
settles
better
under.
job of
Nabs it.
working
And
in
that is that.
those
2
high
for the
outside
Astros.
pitches.
Still looking
I
at
started
that
doing it a little bit
5-0
early in the
deficit.
season, and I was getting into a flow with it, but I've abandoned it lately. So I think we threw him off just a little bit. Saw the fastball, probably thought it was going to be on the inner half, got it off the end of the bat.
Hitter,
Easy.
Donovan Solano.
Easy. Now, if Alvarez comes up and does damage, it's not the worst thing in the world.
That one hit to right. McCormick
Oh, okay.
snags it.
I thought that might drop a little bit, but it did not.
The center
Silly.
fielder, number 44.
Silly idiot.
Stepping in for the Mariners.
Hits are for people who make good contact.
He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. They say you win.
Sorry, Julio.
Rodriguez.
Sorry. You gave me a check swing earlier, and I betrayed
24
you.
years old,
And I apologize.
And he's a former Rookie of the Year. That's the
Oof,
third
that's a brutal.
throw, and it gets away.
He's safe.
Good backup, though. He's right there, and no advance.
We got the
Kind
second.
of sailed that throw and pulled it across his body.
So we've had Julio on base twice now, where it's been a fielder's choice, and he was able to outrun it. Fantastic. And then just sailed that.
Throw had just as much to do with his footwork as anything else.
One out, runner at second. Raleigh, the next to
Okay,
hit.
well, let's settle down here. Take advantage of this error, huh?
And it's fouled away. And that one is lifted in the air. Myers on the move. And there are two down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He
That was
saved
a pitch
extra
that
bases
just
for
didn't
sure.
get down,
But
and
the
we were
pitcher's his
under it.
friend. He'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to
Okay,
do the next
Rayleigh,
pitch.
2 for 2. You're having a monster game offensively and defensively.
On the ground to short, Pena.
Great.
Whips it to first on the run.
Cool.
And they get the out. One error
Okay,
hit,
pretty
but it doesn't hurt
frustrating.
him.
They
We're
were
for
not able to
five.
take advantage
It's
of the
the
error,
M's
but it's
5,
okay.
and
We have a
the
5-run
Astros
lead. It's
nothing.
not that big of a deal. It's a little annoying, but whatever. Whatever.
Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Jordan Alvarez.
A lot of hits given up. That's a problem. We probably should. What are we in the 6th? Let's be careful here, but we have guys warmed up, ready to roll.
Ball one, no
That's a
strikes.
strike.
Well, these Astros finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. There's a reason they include runners left on base in the box score. It matters a ton, and we're seeing the impact of that again today. They've had a lot of opportunities to score without much success.
Just off the outside edge. Yeah, that's ball 2.
I can get one of them. 2? Now let's
Yeah, that's fouled off.
haven't worked it in a ton. Let's go a little high, a little outside. Ooh, still got it. Damn. We kind of had it, but also like no.
Not close with that one.
I'm okay with what's happening here. We did it in San Francisco, I believe, or we've done it earlier in this series with Jordan of just kind of like, hey, if it's a walk against him, it's not that big of a deal.
Hit in the air, left field.
Now Wu is in the
Arozarena
yellow
makes the grab.
energy,
One up, one down.
so we're quickly running out of pitches with him.
Christian Walker.
Christian
I can't
Walker
remember if he
up
was on
next
the
for
team last
Astros.
year.
He's 2 for 2.
Because there was one pitcher who just did not have
That
the
guy's
same
just a
stamina
corner.
as some of the other guys.
The
And I
M's
just cannot
leading
remember
by
who it
5,
was.
And we're in the top half of the 6th. And that one popped in the air, left field. Arozarena after it. Hauls it in for the out. 2 away down. 2 down, bases empty.
See if we can get through
Yainer
6 here.
Diaz up next for the Astros.
A little predictable on the pitch sequence. Slider, low and
Swing
away.
foul straight back.
I think we might be able to get him with this high outside fastball.
As a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the
At least
bullpen.
got him to look at
Take
it.
what he's
70
offering
is the
that day.
total. Nothing over 16, which is good, and I like that they flattened that
The 0-2.
statistic out. Because my camera always ended up covering it.
Caught it behind his back.
Let's
Nicely
go.
done.
What a way. Okay, hey, there's your final out. Just a little whip around the back.
What a play to end the inning.
Bam.
There's no way
Snatch.
he saw that into the glove.
No, you're absolutely
He also
right. All he
got
knew was the
just
grounder was
destroyed with a
somewhere
pitch
behind
earlier.
him. Just threw his glove out there and it stuck. That was pretty cool.
Back at the ballpark. And in this series, it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers.
Yeah, we've done very well offensively. It's interesting that they're showing us these stats rather than our stats, our pitching or our offense. But yeah, we've played well against them. They continue to leave McCullers in, which is a little surprising. His pitches aren't really dropping.
The bullpen, Brian Abreu getting loose out there. Scott also getting ready. Swings and hits one in the air.
Unfortunately, the ballpark will hold it.
McCormick makes the catch, and there's one gone.
It's not even
So
away
next,
from
Austin Shenton,
the defender.
in this one. And
Oof,
that is cut
Shenton,
on and
I'm
missed.
sorry.
0-1.
This guy's got
0-1's the
such a
count.
good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And strike
All right,
two.
let's step out.
Well,
I
he's been
feel like we've
aggressive
had a
right
really
out of the
bad,
box, and a smart
really
pitcher
bad
should
look with
play off
Shenton
of that,
here.
especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Not only have his outs been, they're like, no, not only is he over, Jesus.
Swing and a
Not only
miss.
is he over, but the swings have been bad. Every one of those pitches was a
Gets
ball.
the out, 2 down after the strikeout.
What are we
2 outs,
doing?
Base is empty. And now it's going to be Jorge Polanco.
Oof.
And that is out of play. McCullers winds fires. And a big swing and a miss.
This guy's not wasting
No
any
ball, 2
pitches.
strikes.
Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down
Okay.
the dirt.
And a swing and a miss. Down
Fell
on
apart there.
strikes.
Those are 2 pitches we
And
probably
nice
should have
into
destroyed,
work
should
there.
have
Sets
destroyed,
them
and then
down,
we
1,
just
2, 3.
didn't do anything with it.
Mariners go down quietly there, but they hold a
Ugh.
5-0 lead.
Leading off for the
Back at
Astros,
T-Mobile
the
Park.
Gross.
New
Now,
inning
we still have
started.
Wu
Down
on the
third
mound.
baseman, Isaac
This is where we get a little gambly, but let's see.
And a foul ball.
I did say it was going to be his last out. We're still up 5.
Next offering is fouled back.
Okay.
Just misses
Come
with that.
on.
Really good slider.
Oh.
He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
Yeah, pitcher's getting tired. Should have just subbed him out. I don't know why I did this. Come on.
Swing and a ball drilled center field. Rodriguez sizes this one up. Puts it away for the out.
Okay.
You can tell by their swings, this lineup is having trouble gauging speeds. Timing is everything in hitting, and right now they just
All right, we should have done this before. We can go with Santos. We have to remember how he pitches.
Now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Ryan
It's
Wu
that quick
won't go any
drop
further.
on the
Great
backside
effort
that
out of
always
him
gets
as he
me
exits in
and gives
line
me a
for
lot
the
of
win.
trouble.
We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we get back.
Now pitching for the
Gregory
Mariners,
Santos gets the call
number
from the
48,
pen.
and he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
We always come in throwing strikes. Come on. You never watched a Shawnosaurus Seattle Mariners game before? There it is.
Tap
Damn it.
foul at the plate.
I said it out loud and just still
Bases empty,
couldn't.
one away. Here
couldn't
in
get the
top
timing
half of
down.
Inning number 7.
There it is.
Check swing.
That's a
He
check
went.
swing. He went.
That is strike 2.
We have it like kind of. I have it kind of perfect over here where like if I line it up, just like a little. Ooh. Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, whatever.
Hard hit left side.
Nice read, Crawford.
He's out.
All right, 2 away.
And now the right fielder, Chas McCormick. That breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Slapped foul.
Yuck. There we go. Nicely done, Santos. Could have given you one more out, but I do appreciate the two that you gave me. Maybe we let him roll into the 8th. I don't know. It's probably worth just moving him around. We have the day off tomorrow, so we can go in with a full bullpen, ready to roll for the weekend series against Texas.
And we're back. Now here is J.P. Crawford.
All right, 3 for 10, 1 for 2 in the game today. McCullers still on the mound.
And that one misses up and in. 1-0. There's the strike. Swings.
Damn it. That's what he went with the circle changeup. Ugh. All right, let's warm up. Warm up Thornton. We could bring in Brash, though. That's fine. Actually, I'll schedule Thornton in. Okay, hey, at least he fouled it off. We will have a pack opening here at the end.
There's another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
He's so bad, he's good.
Right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Robles.
We got the scouting report pack, so we'll rip that before we get out of here.
Jeez, at a slider.
It's just the pitches are just not good. But because they're not where I'm looking for them.
Swing and a ball popped in the air.
Okay, whatever.
Makes the catch.
At least we end the strikeout streak.
Donovan Solano getting ready to hit. That one's in there, 0-1.
Well, this is the type of hitter you want up in this situation. Some sluggers coming up behind him. He's so good at moving runners, but also getting on base. See if he can be patient here.
0-2 is the count.
Okay, foul it off.
And it stays 0-2.
I wouldn't say the game's close right now, but it's not out of reach either. I mean, these guys really need to put up a 0 on the board just to maintain a little hope.
Ground ball up the middle.
Oof, that was still a close play.
Unlikely infield single.
If he would have had just a little quicker release going up the middle, he's maybe
I think the it's a good. Well, actually, the mound might have actually helped make that be a close play.
Julio Rodriguez up next for the Mariners. 1 for 3.
Whoa!
2 outs. Check swing went around, and the count is 1-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Squirts away a little bit.
Goodness gracious!
2 strikes.
It's a 3-0 count if we just don't swing.
And
Take
now
time.
The 1-2.
Oh my
Time
God.
is called at home plate. And that's a strikeout. Ed Drummond says he won around.
That was a 4-pitch walk.
1 left for Seattle.
That's the second one of those strikeouts that we've had where it's just been awful swings that put us into bad positions. That is horrible. Trent Thornton is going to come out for us. Lance McCullers Jr. has been so bad he's good. And I fucking hate it. Those are my least favorite pitchers to face, where they just... You look at it, it's like a slider, a sinker, a circle change, knuckle curve, whatever, and that's it. And it all should be low in the zone, but they don't have control. It's just so frustrating. Frustrating to see that.
Back in 2015. A little out front there as he swings through it.
At least I tried to get a couple check swings in there, but whatever. It's fine. It's a lot easier in a 5-0 game to have one of those bad at-bats than it would be if you're 2-1 or whatever.
Line drive. Fair
Ooh,
ball.
Robles did not get a...
Around first, heading for 2. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Now, that was bad pitching on my part. That was the same kind of mistake that they made earlier. Every one of those pitches was in the low outside corner.
And you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. Coming home. Now a relay to the plate. And
got him.
He's out.
Got him. Got him. Let's go. Let's go. What a throw inside. Or a relay throw, I should say. Myers. It's going to be interesting, actually. Let's take a look at the replay, just because I'm curious. Because of the route that Polanco takes out here. It's not Polanco, is it? Robles, I apologize. He puts that glove up like he's going to get it. So then the runner thinks that he has to tag up. You can see over here that he's watching the whole way. As he puts it up and then, oh shoot, it's passed. But then as it gets to the cutoff, he's halfway home. I think it's just too aggressive.
Just a poor decision.
Now a chance for Jeremy Pena.
Okay,
That's in for a strike.
Well,
That's a shocking strike.
Series still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against it.
Man at second. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and that one finds its way through. The throw in, safe. In comes the run from second.
Oh, it's a little frustrating.
Air Jordan steps in to take his hats. Now a screamer into the outfield, and that's a base hit. And out to a board, and he beats it. He's safe. Christian Walker up next for the Astros. Ground ball right side to Crawford for one. What a double play that was.
Huge. We may have more double plays in this game than we have in the entire season combined. We have not been getting double plays in any consistency. We have the wild, wacky double play earlier, and that was a big one right there. And I guess who starts it? It's Luke Raley. He's been huge today. He is your player of the game, unquestionably. It's just going to show the offensive stats, but great play at first base all day long. Even when he bobbled it, we were still able to figure something out. So.
Really strong.
95 out of fastball, a slider at 84, curveball at 80, and a sinker at 94.
And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
And we gave up the 1 run, but we did get 1 run cut down at home plate, so huge.
Late on that
and then you could kind of look at it as you'd still have 1 on third. No, they would have scored a run.
Very difficult to catch
so
especially with that velocity.
The
cut down run, not save 2 runs. That's huge. That is huge.
And that's
that was a dangerous take. Oof, my God. We have fallen out of rhythm here.
The ability to bounce back right there after not getting the call he probably should have gotten. He didn't let it affect his focus, and he came back with another good pitch to get him swinging.
Okay, really back on base. 3 for 4. 4 runs knocked in, a solo home run. Part of that mix.
And now for
batting,
Seattle,
the left
Randy
fielder,
Arozarena.
Randy Arozarena.
And there's a strike.
Why are the auto swing has been so bad.
Right through there for a strike.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
Just
That's
off the outside part
That's
of the
outside.
plate.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Nope.
On and missed. Curveball struck him out. Now it's the
Now
Mariners
batting, the
DH.
designated
Austin
hitter,
Shenton.
Austin
0 for 3 in this one.
Shenton.
And first offering is fouled off.
Another one of those just horrible swings. Then you saw the 3 pitches that Shenton looked at, and just even worse somehow.
2 outs.
And got me with a slider.
Struck
Okay.
him out.
We have really struggled against their bullpen. It's been the reverse today. We got to their starter a little bit more, and then the bullpens come in and shut us down a little bit. Whereas previously it's been we've had to bide our time, whatever. We fell down 2-0 in the very first game. I don't think we ever really were trailing.
It's the top of the ninth.
I think we shut them out of in the next game, but
And we all know
yeah,
about
it's
his slider. It's
been the opposite.
man, and one of the
That
better
first
runs
game,
of
we
the
didn't do
I'd say
anything
spin
against. I
rate's
want to say
very
Framber
high.
Valdez was their
Breaks the
starter, and then we got into the bullpen, and it was like, okay, now it's go time. Today, it's been the opposite.
That one down the line.
A little frustrating.
And foul ball.
But at least we're in a position to shut this game down here in the top of the ninth. If we do give up another run, we'll bring in Munoz, and we'll give him kind of a cheeky save.
High fly ball, right field. Robles. And there's one away.
If we are able to complete this sweep, it would be the first one of the
And
season,
next to hit for Houston, Isaac Paredes.
which is huge.
There's a strike.
This is where you'd rather have the sweeps for me personally. Like if we could have swept San Francisco, like sure, whatever.
Yeah,
But they're not
and
in the
that's why
division.
he's such a
If we
high
can
leverage arm.
punish
This
a
doesn't matter
division
for him.
opponent
He looks at attacking the zone and
as
attacking
to the
hitters
maximum
regardless of the
degree,
situation.
absolutely.
Pop-up. Raley. Corrals it.
All right.
Number 2. Astros down to their last out. John Singleton up next for the Astros. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth.
Oh,
Pop
God.
foul out of
That
play
was a
off
bad
to
pitch.
the right. One strike away. Outside.
that's a ball.
And it's 1-2. He's got it.
Solano with a nice catch there, and we complete the sweep of the Houston Astros. That's big. That's big for us. I'm not super concerned with it. It's not a goal that we go into with, in mind. We want to win series. I think we've only lost one series, and that was to Detroit. Granted, it's only series number 4 of the season, so it's a very small sample size. However,
I'm John Shambi.
good to get a sweep against a division rival. Brian Wu picks up his first win of the season. Nobody gets a save. We get a 5-0 game. Luke Raley, he's the player of the game. Like I said earlier, we're going to see his stats, his offensive stats. He was huge defensively. That double play that he had with the hot shot to first, where he was able to catch it, turn around, and still tag the runner, it was ginormous. Absolutely ginormous. In a game and a season so far where we have not been able to get a lot of double plays, that was massive. Then you take into account the fact that that run that got cut down at home plate was not only out number 1, but because it was out number 1, the double play ended the inning instead of 2 runs total scoring. Big swings. Player of the game, Luke Raley, 3 for 4, a home run, a double, knocked in 4, scored twice. Solano was 2 for 4. Julio and Raleigh were both 1 for 4. All 3 scored a run. I think that would be all 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. Jose Altuve was 2 for 4 with a double and a run for the Houston Astros. Jake Myers 2 for 3 with a double. Christian Walker was 2 for 4, and John Singleton was 1 for 4. Hunter Brown gets the loss. 3 innings pitched, 8 hits given up, 1 strikeout, no walks, 5 earned. Brian Wu gets your win, his first of the season. 6.1 innings pitched, 6 hits, 4 strikeouts, and goose eggs where you'd like them the most, walks and earned runs. We did walk Yordan Alvarez. Did we? We walk Yordan? I don't remember. Box score? Base on balls? No, nobody walked. Okay. Nobody walked at all. Okay. All right. Well, there you have it. Exit the post game, confirm the exit, and we will jump in. We'll rip a pack real quick. It's the scouting report that you get for being signed up to their whatever. No program progress in that one. We can actually advance the day. We can advance the day once again. Tyler Mahali? I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce that last name. He will be your starter for game number 1 as the Seattle Mariners will start a series against the Texas Rangers in our City Connects. 1-0 with a 2.38, taking on Luis Castillo. 1-0 with a 2.45 ERA as the Rangers and the Mariners get set to square it up for 3. And that's it's a big series. Unless we get swept, we'll leave with a division lead, or maybe not the division lead, but we'll be ahead of the Astros. But it's big. The Astros, I read Rangers, but the Astros are in last place. All right, like I said, my inventory, my packs, scouting report for April. Ooh, platinum, diamond. What is it called? Diamond. Ho! Scouting report icon. Silver. Not a whole lot that's exciting there. New. Ooh, quick sell that. Bam. That's unfortunate. But that is okay. Wait, do we have 90? Oh, 701. I thought it said 711. Darn it. That was exciting for a second. There you have it. We sweep the Houston Astros, and we are in first place in the in the American League West. I got to flip my brain back from MLB 2K5. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, consider subscribing right over here. You can ring the bell down below. You'll be notified when I post new videos. New baseball every day, 6 p.m. Pacific time, will be uploaded into this playlist. This morning's video is up here. It is a Wednesday, so it's a taste test. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and we'll see you tomorrow for some off-day content. We'll be back here in franchise mode on Friday, taking on the Texas Rangers. Good sports. Go Mariners. Have a great rest of your night.